Hey everybody, it's Ember from the fields. I'm recording this in one of our greenhouses and it's raining outside, so that's what that white noise sound is. I apologize. But I thought this week to talk a little bit about food waste at the farm and on farms in general. I know it's an important topic for a lot of CSA members. When picking up, I know people talk about how upset they are if they can't get to something in their share and they have to throw it out because it's bad. But it's good to know that at least at the farm, there's very, very little food waste. We're able to pick, a lot of things that get to you in your share or things that are donated, and anything that remains is just incorporated back into the soil and helps feed the soil, adds organic matter, or we bring it back to our compost pile. So it's a little different. Food waste is a little different on the farm. It's not going into a landfill and sitting there in a plastic bag. It's actually a really important part of growing is, the things that might have bug damage or disease or, just yellow leaves from kale plants that fall off. It just gets worked back into the soil, which is really, really great for us. And so, we kind of battle waste in a few different ways. We make sure to have a second spin out for things that, we might pick out in the field, something that we know will have a shorter shelf life and may not be the first pick for our CSA members in their share. And so we'll put it in the second spin. Same thing with squash or tomatoes. And another strategy is we donate, so things that aren't picked up at the CSA during pickup hours, we're able to donate. Or if there's seconds left over, we donate. If people aren't able to pick up their share, we donate it. And that's a really, really good way to make sure that it isn't just going back into the compost pile, but that it's getting to people so they can actually eat it. But again, the things that might not make it to the share, so if we're picking a bunch of radishes and I get to one that's all cracked and split, I'll just leave it in the field. And I don't think, oh no, this is such a waste that I wasn't able to pick this at the right time and then put it in the share. I think, oh, well, here's just compost for the ground, and it'll decompose and feed the microorganisms and just work itself back into the soil when I come through with the tractor. So it's nice. It's different on the farm and on most farms that it may look like there's a lot of plant matter and a lot of edible things that are being wasted out in the fields if they're just getting mowed down or put or turned in, but that's also also an important step in the process of prepping fields and feeding the soil. If any of you are considering it, let this be your sign that you should try composting if you're able, or sign up for Black Earth Compost. If you don't have any space in your yard, you can sign up for this organization that will actually come and collect compost from your house weekly. And then I think you actually get a bag of compost every year, one bag every year, I think. Don't quote me on it, but definitely check them out, Black Earth Compost. And that is a great way to keep things out of the landfill and to help ease your mind knowing, of course, there's going to be carrot peels and potato peels and that bunch of mustard greens that you forgot was in your fridge. But composting is a great way to reduce what goes into the landfill. That's really the ultimate goal. And I'd say we're doing a pretty good job here. All right, I hope you learned something new. I hope you know that we think about food waste a lot, and we do our best to make sure that all the edible stuff gets to the people, and that the other stuff that's left behind is just worked back into the soil, which is also really important. All right, I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.